Why does the person who praises you the loudest often turn out to be the one who stabs you in the back? Why does sweet praise sometimes feel like a cold splash of water? There is a disturbing psychological mechanic behind this. Carl Jung understood this over a century ago. He observed that when people cannot face their own shadow, their envy manifests as sweet praise designed to keep you small. In this video, you will learn the 7 fake compliments manipulative people use to control you, why their applause is actually a cage, and how to shatter their tricks before they trap you. The 7th compliment is the most dangerous because it uses your own goodness to exploit you. 1. The comparative praise. A colleague smiles and says, "Your report was incredible, unlike John's, which was a complete mess." Stop. Do not nod. Do not agree. They aren't praising you. They are using you as a wedge. By lifting you up while dragging John down, they force you into an unspoken alliance against him. If you smile and accept, you have unknowingly signed up to be their weapon. A compliment that divides is never a gift. 2. The diminishing praise. You present a major project. Your boss pats your shoulder and says, "Excellent job formatting the slides. The fonts look very neat." They ignored the strategy, the revenue growth, and the weeks of overtime. They praised the font. This is the velvet chokehold. They focus on a minor detail to shrink your entire achievement. It keeps your major contribution invisible while making them look like a supportive mentor. Watch their eyes next time they do this. Praising the crumbs ignores the bread. 3. The condescending praise. A friend raises their glass. "Wow, you actually did a great job. I didn't think you had it in you." This is a sugar-coated poison pill. The hidden premise is simple. Your default state is failure. If you try to laugh it off or defend your intelligence, you've already lost. Cut the conversation. Walk away. Envy disguised as surprise is still envy. 4. The public trap. In a crowded meeting room, your manager announces, "Everyone, look at Sarah. She is our superstar who never says no to overtime." Nod slowly, but do not agree to take on more. This is public conditioning. By labeling you the superstar who never says no, they are locking you into a reputation. If you complain about burnout tomorrow, you aren't just tired, you are breaking the pristine image they just built for you. They are rewarding you for your own exploitation. Public applause is often a private trap, but the most dangerous traps aren't set in public. They are whispered in private, customized for your greatest strength. For 3 years, a brilliant systems engineer named Julian was showered with public praise. His manager called him our silent anchor, and the only one who can solve the impossible. Julian wore those compliments like a badge of honor. He worked 80-hour weeks and saved the company millions. But when Julian finally asked for a promotion and a budget to hire assistants, his manager looked at him with warm, patronizing eyes. "Julian, you are too pure for management. Your genius is in the trenches. A title would only dilute your unique gift." In that moment, the spell broke. Julian realized the praise wasn't recognition, it was cheap currency. His manager was paying him in compliments to avoid paying him in equity. Julian stopped answering weekend emergency calls. He integrated his shadow, realizing that his need to be the hero was a cage he had built for himself out of another man's sweet words. 5. The backhanded doubt. A relative smiles at your new home. "It's beautiful. You must have gotten a massive loan or a very generous inheritance." They cannot accept that your hard work bought this. There has to be a shortcut. This is the projection of the unlived life. They doubt your discipline because admitting you worked for it forces them to confront their own stagnation. Do not explain your finances. Let the silence stretch and watch their smirk fade. Their doubt is their own limitation. 6. The conversation silencer. You suggest a new strategy. "I think we can optimize this workflow by." A colleague smiles and cuts you off. "Your ideas are always so creative, but this time we need to focus on what's realistic." They praise your creativity to brand you as a dreamer. It is a quiet way of locking you out of the decision-making process. By validating your imagination, they justify dismissing your logic. Keep speaking. Do not let them hijack the microphone. Reclaim your ground instantly. My creativity is backed by data. Let's look at the numbers. A golden muzzle is still a muzzle. 7. The servant's cage. A friend texts, "You're the best writer I know. Can you draft this email to my boss? Someone as talented as you can knock it out in 2 minutes." Read that text again. They are trying to buy your labor with a coin made of air. By stroking your ego, they make it hard to say no without losing your status as the helpful, talented friend. If you agree, you tell them their convenience is more valuable than your time. Reply with a polite, cold boundary. "I can't help with that, but I'm sure you'll write a great draft." Never let praise buy your labor. Understanding the shadow of praise. These compliments are rarely planned in a dark room. They are unconscious defense mechanisms. When people cannot face their own stagnation, their survival instinct is to minimize your growth. But understanding their weakness doesn't mean you should live in their cages. To break these traps, remember the shadow. The sweet talker is often your secret competitor. Thank them only for the literal words, ignoring the hidden bait. Let silence absorb their backhanded remarks, and refuse the public roles they try to force you to play. Carl Jung spent his life studying why humans hide from their own darkness. He understood that true power begins when you stop looking for validation in the eyes of others. True respect is not built on pleasing everyone. It is built on the courage to be disliked. Those who want you to grow will challenge you. Those who want to control you will only praise your chains. If you want to understand human psychology and reclaim your personal power, subscribe to Psychoul. Because understanding the shadow is how you stop letting others write your script.